Greetings, back with another video. And this video is about learning to cut people off, learning to just move on from people that you think ain't gonna change. Sometimes, we're so blinded by our own emotions, we don't see like the truth in things. Sometimes you see things and you tell people things and they just don't care whether you accept them or not. And I'm making this video because we can't be pleasing people that don't respect us. We just can't be pleasing people, because there's people out there that will sit there and they just don't care. They don't want to change, and that's okay. But at the same time, they're in their lives. They want to be in our lives, but there's things in them that we don't like. I'm not saying, change your beliefs or something like that. I'm just saying, there's things that if you give someone like mutual respect, you would want that same in return. If you feel like you're not getting that type of respect, there's no dialogue, there's no connection, it's better just to part ways. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it comes to the point where it goes beyond explaining. You explain yourself over and over and over and over again, and it's just to the point where this person or your person ain't getting it. I mean, that's cool. I mean, it's cool that their pride and their ego is up there, but sometimes it's better to just let them live in their own world and just move on. I know it isn't easy for everybody, but sometimes, the most important thing I could tell you is your peace and your happiness matters mostly. You got to think about yourself first. Sometimes some of us will just go beyond and just try to please people, help people, and just in return we feel empty inside. A lot of us, we feel empty. A lot of us, we feel like, it was just a waste of time. You just got to hold your boundaries and your standards, and you just got to know. You just got to let them know. Sometimes you just got to break it and let them know. Cut the cord. Because sometimes you be thinking this person is truly a good person. You see the good in them, but at the same time, it's like there's some flaws too. It sucks when you really care truly about someone, or you don't want them to leave, but it is what it is. The best thing you can do is protect your peace, protect your happiness, protect yourself from being mentally drained, mentally damaged, because there's people out there that they'll drain you and they don't care. I remember I had this one friend many years ago. I'm the type of person where when I get happy, I get extremely happy. And this person didn't want to see me happy for some reason. I'm going through phases in my life, and this person didn't want to see me happy. They wanted, every time I try to be extremely happy, enjoy myself, and just to lighten me, just me being happy, this person would bring it down. And I never knew why this person wanted to do that. Every time I got happy, this person tried to find a reason to like bring down my happiness and bring me back to being, unhappy. I mean, she said it was balance, but I always like being happy. It's just in my spirit, I got the spirit to be happy. Now, I'm not happy like all the time, but I do like to express my happiness, and this person didn't want me to express my happiness. But the moral of the story is, don't allow people to control your actions and how you feel about certain things. Some people will push you beyond the limits, and they won't care until you stand up for yourself. It sucks that some people are like that, but it is what it is. I mean, life goes on. Cutting the ties, cutting cords, twin flames, soulmates, whatever. Sometimes it's just better to just be alone. There's nothing wrong with self-isolation. Just being that loner. There's nothing wrong with that. I enjoy that more than I enjoy being around somebody that is going to cause me conflict and confusion and stress. At least I know what I'm getting when I'm isolated by myself, solitary. I like it. And it sucks that, there's people out there that will sit there and drive you insane and gaslight you, and it's just, you're just mirroring somebody else's energy. When they're unhappy, you can see it. You can see that they're unhappy, but they don't want to speak about it, or it just sucks. It comes to the point where you just got to think about yourself first. Always put yourself first, because if you sit there and continue to try to please others, you'll never be satisfied. You'll never be truly satisfied. The best thing you can do is just follow your own happiness, protect your peace, and just know your boundaries and know your limits. Because if you continue to keep pushing yourself to the point where you're going insane trying to please others, you'll never be truly happy in the end. Because you can do things for people, and people, they'll just walk all over you. It sucks, but it is what it is. Know your boundaries, know your limits, know your expectations. Put yourself first, and always be grounded. Because if you go into a connection with somebody and you're ungrounded, there's people that take your energy and they just feed off your energy and just drain you, with their past relationship problems or their childhood negativity, and just so many things. They could be a narcissist, or just someone that just doesn't really care about their life and their self, and they reflect everything onto them, and you don't want that. You want to be happy. You want to be peaceful. You want to be this type of person where you just appreciate life, regardless on if you're rich, poor. Happiness is within. It's always in within first. You got to be happy with yourself. You got to love yourself. You got to cherish yourself. You got to be praised to yourself. You just got to be grateful. Because if you expect others to do that for you, you'll never truly find it. Don't wait for others to be proud of you. Be proud of yourself. You know your worth. You know it. And I'm saying this is because I've been down that road. I've been up, I've been down, I've been depressed, I've been stressed, I've been depressed many times, and I refuse to allow somebody to take my energy anymore. I'm at that point. If they're not coming at me 50, if they're not coming at me 100, I'm not coming at 100 at all. I'm turning around. I'm at that point where I just can't waste my time with people that don't want to make a connection. You just get sick of that shit. Appreciate yourself always and put yourself first, and never allow these people to drain you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Blessed be.